Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Google Wallet live stream. And of course, as usual, I'd like to ask you, where are you joining from today? Today, I'm live here from Cary, North Carolina, and like to check where are you watching us from today? And please post your comments here in the chat. Like if you have any questions during our live stream, please post them in the chat as well, because we'll be able to go through some of the questions yeah, in the end of the live stream. And today we're going to be covering auto-linked passes. This is a feature that we launched this year. We announced it at Google I/O this year in May. And to be honest, I didn't have the opportunity to try it. But about 2 weeks ago, the week before Thanksgiving, I was traveling in India for DevFest Bangalore 2024. By the way, an incredible event, super well organized, like thousands of attendees, a very super excited audience, great questions, great interactions. I love to be there. And for that particular event, I was able to create a demo where I showed them how to use auto-linked passes to increase engagement with your users, with your customers. And that's what I'm going to show you today. And I can see that some people are already replying here in the chat. And remember, because it's live, we have a bit of a delay. And here we have some people from India. Some people say hi. So yes, please keep sending your comments. I can see also here in the YouTube channel, we have some people watching us live. So thank you so much for joining us today. So what can we do with auto-linked passes? Imagine this scenario. Your user already has a loyalty card from your retail store, or your user already bought an event ticket or received an event ticket for your upcoming event. Wouldn't it be nice if you'd be able to send your user, your customer, some passes automatically? Like, for example, you have a very loyal customer. And for this particular customer, you want to send them a gift card. You want to send them an offer, like a 20% discount offer, because this particular person has been so loyal, and you want to, well, give he or she an incentive to come back to your store for Thanksgiving, for the holidays. So you send them a $50 or gift card, or you send them 20% offer. And what else? You have an event ticket. You just this particular user or customer just bought an event ticket for your upcoming events. And well, suddenly this particular ticket has a premium package. Wouldn't it be nice if you'd be able to send like automatically a parking pass, or maybe a drink voucher for a user? And this user wouldn't even need to open an email or open a notification in your app to be able to add this particular thing to your Google Wallet. They would be able to receive that. They will receive a notification, and when they tap it, it would be automatically be in their wallet, in their Google Wallet. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a live integration of this particular type of passes, and we're going to be adding automatically a pass to the user's Google Wallet once they already have a pass from you. So for you to be able to use this feature, I'm going to share my screen here. And of course, the canonical source of information for everything Google Wallet is what? The Google Wallet developer website. So if you go to developers.google.com/wallet, that's where you want to go to check for the latest and up-to-date information about Google Wallet developer features. And when I go here for the documentation, today we're going to create an event ticket. So for event tickets, you see that I create a lot of event tickets. And why is that? Because that's the code that I have for my demo. So I always building up on that demo to show you new features of Google Wallet. And I had a very pleasant surprise to check here in the docs. If you go here on the left side of the screen for advanced usage, you'll be able to check that every month we're adding new features here. So today I'll be talking to what? Let's see, auto-linked passes, this feature right here. But in upcoming live streams, I'll be able to cover other things like account restricted passes. We already covered trigger push notifications in a previous live stream, rotating barcodes, which is a security feature. Oh, by the way, if you want to make your passes more secure, even more secure for your users, Don't miss our next live stream, the last of the year. Like it's going to be mid-December. And we're going to be covering security features that you can add to your Google Wallet's passes to improve security for your user and for your company. And we also have this one. This is the latest addition to our portfolio, value added opportunities. Great feature. I'm super excited about this one. And I'll be talking about this one next year. So wait for the holidays. Hope you have like great holidays, great, great time off from the keyboard if that's the case. And when the new year comes, we'll be able to check these new features from the Wallet API. So yes, stay tuned in our social media channels. Stay tuned on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel and pay attention to what we're doing because we're going to be covering these new features next year. Okay, you can see here that Brandon is saying hi from Costa Rica. Costa Rica, yeah, some fellow friends from Costa Rica as well. Thank you so much for joining. So when we go here, so that's where you can find the documentation for auto-linked passes. You click here, and you can see you can go through the whole description. And auto-linked passes is supported on this type of pass: event ticket, boarding passes, transit passes, offer, gift cards, loyalty passes, and generic passes. And you can read everything, but today I'm going to show you live how to do it. Okay, so the first step for us is to create an event ticket. So as usual, I'm going to show you here how to design that. You go to the left side of your screen, and the menu, you go to the pass builder. And remember, I'm assuming that you're already onboarded with the Google Wallet API. You know how to create your issuer account. You already have your Google Cloud credentials, and you're ready to go. You're ready to create your pass and deliver that to production. So I'm going to design our new pass today, and we're going to try to keep it simple. Of course, Google Wallet auto-linked passes. And you can see that as I'm typing, the pass design is updated here on the right side of the screen. We can keep the stuff almost the same. I'm just going to change the background color because of the upcoming holidays. I don't know why, but usually people associate like red with the holidays. So let's keep it red. And now I have a red pass for me. And as usual, if I go here to the JSON tab, I can see the object definition and I can see the class definition. And luckily, I already have some code ready to run. I only have to copy the JSON definition and put that in my code, so everything should be ready to go. So I'm going to copy this one, go back here to my code, and if I just find the event ticket class.json, I paste it, and now I'm going to go back here to the object definition. I'm going to copy this definition, click here. It was copied to the clipboard. I go back here to my code. I find the object definition, I paste it, and yes, it should be good to go. So I'm going to create an event ticket. Let's see if it's working. So if I go here to my project is already running, I go there, I just create an event ticket. If everything went well, I would be able to add to Google Wallet. It's going to be directed to this page. And remember, because it's all integrated with your Google account, in the moment that I click here to add in the mobile desktop browser, this add button is going to add my pass to my Google account. So it's going to be synced. If you're allowed it, of course, it's going to be synced automatically with all your Google devices. So the moment I click here on add, it's going to show automatically on my mobile phone. Let's see if I'm quick enough to be able to show you that. So I click add it, and I move here to my mobile phone. Very soon, the password is going to show up here in my mobile phone that you can see in the right side of the screen. So I'm going to receive a notification. Yes, Google Wallet. Just receive a notification that you can see here in the top of your screen, your mobile phone. And my pass just showed up here in my Google Wallet. So if I tap here in my phone, let me zoom out. I tap here, interacting with the phone. Yes, I have my pass here. So your user, just in case myself, already added the event ticket to my device, and it's already showing here. And you know that because we have I've shown you that in previous like demos, that whenever you update anything in your code, let's see here. Uh, let's suppose you want to change the date of the event, or you want to change the row. Let's see if I can change something here. Say event ticket object dot set. You have a lot of different properties here. Have users, hero image, kind. You can see that you have a lot of different information that can change on the fly. I could change the seed information. I could change the date. I could change the time. I could change the header here. All of these properties are configurable. And you note that I even have here commented out a different property, which is event ticket set linked objects. So the way for you to use auto linked passes is that you already sent your user one pass, in our case in event tickets, and now we're going to create another pass, and we're going to link them together so your user can receive the second pass automatically. So the second step of our demo is to, once you've already created your event ticket, now we're going to create a second pass, which in our case is going to be a gift card. Okay? So let's see. Let's go back here to the developer documentation. And now we're here in event tickets, as you can see in the top left corner of the screen. And we're going to navigate through the documentation and we're going to try to find gift cards. Gift cards here are in the retail vertical. If you go down, you're going to see the first option as gift cards. You click on gift cards, you can read the entire documentation and see all the features available for gift cards. And as usual, we're going to use the pass builder on the left side of your screen to be able to design our gift card. So I click on the pass builder. It's going to show me the gift card builder, and I'm going to say the header is going to be your holiday gift card. Nice. And here I have the gift card, and I'm going to change the color. Let's color it a good yellowish color. Okay. And this is the gift card. The amount is going to be 20. Going to be 20 money to you. And I think it's good enough because we don't want to spend a lot of time just designing the gift card. But of course, design as you wish. You can customize all the properties here, your logo, your hero image in the bottom, the amount that you want, your QR code, barcode, or anything else. And once you have done that, you can go to the JSON tab and get the definition that you're going to use in your code. And since I've already prepared something, I'm going to go here to the gift card class definition. I'm going to copy the gift card class definition here. Copy, I click here on the copy button and I paste it here. Cool, I save the file, of course. And then I'm going back here to the pass builder. I'm going to copy the object definition. Copy here, go back here to the JSON definition, paste it. I'm just going to fix a bug because here it's pasting as a string and I need to correct it as an integer. And if I did everything right, I save the file. I can go back here to my project, localhost 8080, gifts. And once I click there, the pass was created. But I didn't add it to my wallet yet because I didn't click on it. So there is an existing pass in the Google Wallet API. It's saved in the Wallet API, but nobody knows about it except you, the developer. And we're going to use that gift card to link that to our existing event ticket. So your user will be able to receive your gift card automatically in their wallet. So how can we do that? We go back here to our code. And remember, I'm a Java developer, so I'm using Java, but we support 9 different languages and platforms. There's a previous live stream where I covered the new client libraries for Google Wallet. They're available as open source code on GitHub and distributed across all major public repositories, such as NPM if you're using JavaScript. We are available on Maven Central if you're a Java developer. So pick your poison, choose your favorite language, framework, and we probably support it. And since we're using Java, we just need to update a particular property in the event ticket to link those objects together, to link the gift card to the event ticket, so you'll be able to, your user, you'll be able to receive that gift card automatically in their wallet together with the event tickets. And the name of the property is this one, event ticket dot set linked objects, and it is expecting a list of object IDs. The object ID is something that you created when you created your gift card. So that particular gift card that we created, it has an ID, which is a very long string. So you created that particular string, and you're going to reuse that string here. And you can notice that it is a list, which means that you're allowed to link multiple different objects to the same pass. If I recall correctly, we have a limit of about 50 passes that you can link to one pass. So you can send to your user automatically about 50 new linked passes, which, in my particular opinion, is a lot. I don't think I'm expecting to receive like more than 50 automatically linked objects, but your mileage may vary. So what I did here, I just said event ticket, set linked objects, and I added a list of the linked object IDs, which are already pre-populated because I don't want to copy paste that very long string. And if I save here my code and I go to my browser and ask this code to be executed, when it is executed, what is going to happen? We're going to send a request to the Google Wallet API to update this event ticket to the latest version. In this latest version, this event ticket will have a linked object. And once we do that, our user is going to receive automatically the linked object, which in this case is a gift card. Let's see how this works. I'm going to go back here to the main screen of my wallet app. I'm going to go here to my project. I'm going to invoke the URL that executes my code for the event tickets. And once I do that, yes, executed successfully, I'm going to move back here to my wallet because the magic is going to happen. Very soon, I'm going to receive a notification saying that something happened. Let's see. Let's be a bit of patient. Oh, it happened already. So already received the Google Wallet notification. You can see here in the top right corner of the screen. And you can see that here my pass is different. I have an important change from this particular pass. So Google Wallet auto-linked passes, the event ticket, has a linked pass added to it. You can see the notification here on the right side of the screen. Okay. And now I'm going to tap on my pass to see what is this linked pass. I'm going to click here on it. And you can see here in the top of the screen, linked pass added. If I tap here, I'll be able to see what is the linked pass that was added automatically to my event tickets. And let's see what happens. View pass. And here it is. I have my holiday gift card already available in Google Wallet. So you didn't need to send an SMS, an email, or a push notification or nothing to your user. The user didn't need to add to click on the Add to Google Wallet button because the pass was automatically added to their Google Wallet. Okay? And you also might have noticed that instead of being a separate pass here in my screen, actually what happened, you see here a grouping information. So if I zoom out here, zoom in actually. In my wallet, you see the number 2, which means that this is a group of passes. And we have 2 passes grouped in just one item. And if I click here, you can just swipe right or swipe left to see the additional passes. Okay, you notice that here on the right side of my screen, I can see that there is the border of my next pass showing up on the right side of the screen. So if I swipe left, I can see my gift card. If I swipe right, I'm back here to my event tickets. Cool, isn't it? And you also notice that just as the other gift card that we created in our previous live stream, this gift card, it has a security feature. It's a security animation, this kind of hologram thing that is hovering in the border of my my QR code to prevent users from screenshotting or taking a picture of my gift card. So this is one of the security features that we have. We have many more security features, and if you want to learn more about these security features, please don't miss our next upcoming live stream because we'll be able to cover those security features. Okay, so that's it. That's how easy it is for you to create auto-linked passes with Google Wallet. It's just a matter of creating your first pass, letting your user add that first pass to their wallet, and creating your additional passes. Once you have created your additional passes, all you have to do to send those auto-linked passes to your user's wallet is to modify this property, event ticket.set linked object IDs, and they will receive your passes automatically. How cool is that? Well, I think it's pretty cool, and it's pretty amazing when you see it happening live. I would be very grateful, very surprised, very amazed. For example, if I have a loyalty card here from my favorite coffee shop, I have a loyalty card from my favorite retail store, I would be very happy. Oh, by the way, yesterday was my birthday, and nobody sent me anything, but I would be very happy if my favorite retail store, for example, had sent me like a gift card for my birthday for me to be able to spend, I don't know, like $20 to buy something for me. So if you're from my favorite retail store and you didn't send me anything yet, now is the perfect time for you to do so. Okay. So we have seen here how it works, and now we have some time for questions. I can see that the chat is kind of like quiet today. I know we just had Thanksgiving the last week. It might be slow. December, some people might be having some time off. I know that a lot of friends from us from India, it's a holiday season for them as well. So maybe they're off. They're not watching us live. They're just going to watch us later in the recording, and that's okay because the content is the same. I just hope that everyone can just start creating their auto-linked passes, and they can start issuing their auto-linked passes to the users. But we have a few questions, and let me try to address some of them. And I'm saying here in the chat, oh, Michelle, our producer, just sent me a happy birthday. Thank you, Michelle. And let's see what are the questions that we have here. So Mike V is asking us, I would like to see a presentation on the confluence between Gemini and Google Wallet. That's a very good question. I don't think we have any planned features for developers regarding the integration behind with Gemini and Google Wallet. Right now, what we're using Gemini for, like if you go to the developer documentation, you'll be able to send some questions to and Gemini will be able to process them and answer them for you. But it's a developer side documentation, not something specific to the Google Wallet API. And behind the scene, you might, if you're using Google Wallet, you might have noticed that we are able to parse automatically some information that you have for example, in Gmail, if you enable the integration. And you see that for some types of emails that you receive, we can create some passes automatically for you. like boarding passes, maybe event tickets or offers or something like that. So we're using Gemini for that particular thing, but it's this internal Google process. It's not something that you can explore with the Google Wallet API. But Mike, you can be sure that as soon as we have a feature that integrates Gemini and Google Wallet API, I'll be the first to be announced into the world that we have it. So stay tuned. I'm using Gemini every day for my daily job. I'm not using for code yet, but maybe very soon. But as soon as we have something, please stay tuned because we're going to be I'll be super happy to announce to cover it, and it's very likely that we're going to be doing a live stream about it. So just stay tuned because if it happens or when it happens, we will surely be posting something here on YouTube. Okay, and what else? Leandro Gargantini is asking us from Mendoza. Hello, Leandro. Hello to my Argentinian friends. Are you able to handle more than one currency? Yes, in the gift card here, you can see if you look at my screen, you'll be able to see that the gift card has a dollar sign in front of it. But we support any kind of currency that you want. So you can add any kind of currency symbol that you want to cover. You can create your own fake currency that you want to add to your retail store. So you're not limited to that. I just, because of the template, I think it defaults to US dollars, but you're not constrained to any kind of currency. You can create Argentinian pesos, for example, to add here to your gift card. Cool. Thanks for the question. What else? We have another one. And Mike V is asking us, what about expiration or time destruction? If the pass is good for 30 days or 30 minutes, is that possible to add? Mike, yes. You note that there's a property. Let's see. Luckily, I have the screen. My code here is open already. So let's see if I can find the property. So for gift cards, yes, you can set an expiration date for your passes. So when they expire, they will not show up in the Google Wallet main screen. They're going to show up in a separate section called expired passes. But you can't delete a pass, but you can expire a pass. So let me see if I can find the set messages, constraints, restriction, valid time interval. Maybe it's this one. Okay. I need to check, and the best place for that is the developer documentation. And oh, by the way, we have some time. Let's do this. Gift cards. Developer documentation, gift cards. If you want to know what each one of the properties and how does it do for you, what do they do and how to do it, you can go to the reference documentation here. You're able to see I'm here in gift cards. And at the top of the screen, you have guides, which is the main section. And you also have reference. When I click here on the reference documentation for gift card, I can see, let's go to gift card objects. Class and object. If I just get a get, insert, or list, you see that I can see the definition of the gift card object here. Once I click on that, I can see all the properties. I can see the JSON definition. And the property that I was talking about is disable valid time interval. And the object is this one. Start time. Yes, I think it does what we mean to. It can have a start, and we can have an end. I suppose that if you put the end here, your object is going to expire on that particular date time, and is going to move to the expired passes section of your wallet. Okay, so that's a good excuse for you to try that. So let's try this on a valid time interval. If you do that, you'll be able to expire your pass. Okay, can't confirm. I'm going to make some tests later because it takes some time because it's based on date time. But it's a good candidate for you. But everything is covered in the documentation. Thanks for the question. What else? Another question here is Contactless Connoisseur, which is a frequent watcher of our live stream. Thank you so much. Is asking us, I see campus IDs and some keys are now available for Wear OS. Does that mean general smart tap passes are now available on the platform as well? That's a good question. And the answer is, I don't know. I suppose that campus IDs for keys, they're available on Wear OS, but I'm not that familiar with the Wear OS platform. Like I don't do most of the integration here with the Wear OS, so I don't know the answer, but I can ask around and see. Maybe I'll be able to answer your question in an upcoming live stream. Okay, please stay tuned. Oh, please reach me out on social media, or and I'll be able to follow up with your question. And the last question that I can see here is from Young Maclo is, how can I get the gift card? You can create your own gift cards. This gift card that I just created is just for me. It's just for demo purposes. And to be honest, it's worth nothing. But if you really can get that, I can exchange for a hug when we meet in person. What about that? Oh, but I can send virtual hugs. So this gift card that you just received is worth like 60 virtual hugs, and I'm sending 60 or maybe 100 virtual hugs to all of you, especially because it's the holiday season. Okay? And I think that's all the questions that we had here. If we don't have any more questions, you have this last opportunity. As usual, I hope you enjoyed and you're super excited, just as I am, about auto-linked passes. If you like, when I was in India, I was able to demo this feature live for the first time, and I was able to see the attendees like seeing the pass being added automatically to their wallet, and it was awesome. Yeah, when you can see it live happening in your phone, it's a very impressive feature, and I'm sure that your users, your customers would be very impressed, very surprised, very pleasantly surprised to receive an auto-linked pass from you. So I hope you enjoyed this feature, and I hope you start using that in your projects that integrate with the Google Wallet API. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And remember, in 2 weeks from now, we have another live stream when we'll be covering the security features of the Google Wallet API. I hope to see you there as well. And take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.